Hello and welcome, our blood viewers, to RTD's News English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. Launch of the Sea Star program, Digital Economy, Red Sea World. Fifth public sitting on the first ordinary session of the National Assembly took place today. And on the international scene, we got a second round to separate two candidates in Iran. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. Under the patronage of His Excellency Mr. Ismail Umar Gelle, President of the Republic, the second edition of the Sea Start program was officially launched this morning at the Red Sea World. Several members of the government honored the event with their presence, notably the Minister of Economy and Finance, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dawali, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, the Minister of Infrastructure and of Equipment, Mr. Hassan Muhammad Ibrahim, and the Minister of Digital Economy and Innovation, Mrs. Maryam Hamadou Ali. Also present was the Ambassador of People's Republic of China in Djibouti, Mr. Hu Bin, and the UNDP Resident Representative and Acting United Nations Resident Coordinator, Mrs. Emma Nguano. Placed under the direction of the Center for Maritime Innovation and Excellence, this second edition of the Sea Star program is part of the country's ambitious vision for 2035. It aims to make Djibouti a strategic logistics and commercial center, while positioning it as a leading innovation and entrepreneurship hub in Africa and beyond. The Sea Star 2024 Youth Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program, the result of a partnership between the China Merchant Foundation, the Djibouti Ports and Free Zones Authority, and the Leadership and Entrepreneurship Center, will train young people with cutting-edge technologies in key areas such as logistics, digital, financial technology, e-commerce, and new energies. These courses, delivered by world-renowned experts, will provide participants with the skill needed to excel in the modern economy. In addition, they will join a dynamic network of young African entrepreneurs and benefit from a seed field to realize their entrepreneurial ambitions. Several high-ranking personalities took the podium to deliver their speeches. The chairman of China Merchant Group, Mrs. Shidai, shared her perspective on the strategic partnership and the importance of the program. Let's listen.
I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to President Galli and friends from Djibouti and other countries for your attention and the support for the Sea Star program. The youth represents the future of the nation as well as the world, and also the hope of China-Africa relations. As a multinational enterprise actively practicing ESG principles and social responsibilities for building a China-Africa community with a shared future in the new era, and work together to pursue the great dreams. Keep improving, and every trainee in the training camp could harvest friendship, growth, and dreams.
The president of the Ports and Free Zones Authority, Mr. Obakar Umar Hadi, delivered a keynote speech at the launch of the second edition of the Sea Star 2024 Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program for young people. Listen to him.
It's with immense joy that I welcome you to the launch ceremony of the second edition of Sea Star 2024 Youth Innovation and Entrepreneurial Program. This event marks the beginning of a transformative journey to our youths. Today, we stand at the start of a new era, an era where dreams of our young minds are nurtured and their potential unlocked. I'm deeply thankful to all stakeholders who have made this ambitious project a reality. Especially thanks goes to China Merchant Foundation, the Chinese Embassy in Djibouti, the Ministry of Higher Education, and the Ministry of Digital Economy. Your unwavering support and cooperation have been the backbone of this initiative, establishing the Center of Maritime Innovation and the excellence of our CIME, and aims to elevate Djibouti as a stature on the global stage. Our vision aligned with the Vision 2035 is to transform Djibouti to a premier logistics and commercial hub, a beacon of innovation, and a center of international spirit.
The Minister of Digital Economy and Innovation, Mrs. Mariam Hamadou Ali, said that the program provides training sessions, one-on-one mentorship, and networking opportunities to equip young leaders with the tools to succeed in a dynamic and rapidly changing economic environment, as well as training Djibouti's position as a strategic center for entrepreneurship in Africa. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, expressed his pleasure to participate in this occasion to launch the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program for the 2024 edition. Shifting gears now, the National Assembly held today, Sunday, June 30th, the fifth closing plenary session of the first regular session of Parliament for the year 2024. The session was chaired by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Delita Mohamed Delita, in the presence of the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdul Ghadir Kamil Mohammed, and a number of parliamentarians and members of the government. Participants in the session discussed a draft law adopting the financial accounts of the National War and Sanitation Office of Djibouti for the fiscal year 2021, financial accounts of the Djibouti Studies and Research Center for the fiscal year 2022, draft law approving the financial accounts for the Higher Institute of Health Science for the fiscal year 2022, draft law relating to the approval of the financial accounts of Djibouti International Airport for the fiscal year 2021, draft law relating to the approval of the financial accounts of the Djibouti Post Office for the financial year 2019, 2020, 2021. At the beginning of this plenary session, the Speaker of the National Assembly, in his opening remarks, addressed the importance of this plenary session. Year 2021, financial accounts of the Djibouti Studies and Research Center for the fiscal year 2022, draft law approving the financial accounts of the Higher Institute of Health Sciences for the fiscal year 2022, draft law relating to the approval of the financial accounts of Djibouti International Airport for the fiscal year 2021, draft law relating to the approval of financial accounts of Djibouti Post Office for the financial year of 2019, 2020, and 2021. For his part, the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdul Ghadir Kamil Mohammed, on behalf of the government, expressed his sincere thanks to the parliamentarians for their exemplary commitment to the conduct of business. Parliamentary work continues. In his speech, Mr. Delita Mohamed Delita stressed that all public institutions compelled with deadlines for submitting their financial accounts. He also emphasized that the National Assembly, through increasing and strengthening consultation with the government, is fully in line with the vision of the head of state. Still at the National Assembly, where the President of the National Assembly, Mr. Delita Mohamed Delita, received this Sunday, June 30, 2024, where he received this Sunday, June 30, 2024, a courtesy visit from an important delegation of the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee of the Senate of the Republic of Italy, led by the Honorable Stefana, President of the Senate's Foreign Affairs Committee. The delegation was introduced by the Italian ambassador to Djibouti and resident in Addis Ababa, the Honorable Agostino Pales. The delegation was also included Senator Roberto Mina, Vice Chairman of the committee, Senator Enrico Borche, member of the same committee, and the Honorary Consul of the Italian Republic in Djibouti, Mr. Giovanni Baiucci, who is also Secretary of the committee, as well as high-ranking members of the Italian forces present in Djibouti. The meeting between President Delita Mohamed Delita and the guests of the day took place in the VIP lounge of the Parliament, in the presence of the Honorable Nuria Wabri Malo, President of the Defense Commission, the Honorable Abdurrahman Awali Yassin, President of the Foreign Affairs Commission, the Secretary General Ismail Gulan Budin of the National Assembly, and the Director of the Cabinet of the President of the National Assembly, Mr. Idris Muhammad Ahmad. Discussion then focused on the relations of friendship and cooperation between the two sister nations. At the end of the meeting, President Delita took the opportunity to show his guests around the National Representation Building. Djibouti in the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia and permanent representation to the African Union and the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa celebrated this Thursday, June 27th, the 47th anniversary of the independence of our country at the Sheraton Hotel in Addis Ababa.
cabsoon aan caleema saarnay cawa waa habeenkii cawa waa habeenkii geesigan cabsoon aan caleema saarnay cawa waa habeenkii
Excellencies, members of the diplomatic and consular corps, representatives of the regional and international institutions.
cawa waa habeenkii geesigan cabsoon aan caleema saarnay.
As in previous years, the Djiboutian Armed Forces stated in Jalalaqsi celebrated the 47th anniversary of the glorious National Independence Day last Thursday, June 27th.
gobaanimada ugu biyo calankiyo arladu kiyay yirkanayeen moogtahay askariyo inaad tahay taalkii gobaanimada ugu biyo calankiyo arladu kiyay yirkanayeen ina tahay awoodii lagu aarsanayay ma og tahay askariyo ina tahay awoodii lagu aarsanayay ma og tahay askariyo asaaskii nabadiyo abaabulihii guushi ambaqaadkii noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina tahay ma og tahay askariyo asaaskii nabadiyo abaabulihii guushi ambaqaadkii noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina
nahay indhihii dalkaanahay abur iyo masbaano eedaad ku iima karo abur iyo masbaano eedaad ku iima karo abbaha dalkeeniyo kuwa aniga ii talin arrimaha ka soo baxa ka adkaynayaanahay abur iyo masbaano eedaad ku iima karo abur iyo masbaano.
As usual, the ceremony features a carefully prepared taking up of arms, followed by a parade on foot in a motorcade featuring all the battalion's rolling stock.
ina tahay awoodii lagu harsanayay ma og tahay askariyo asaaskii nabadiyo abaabulihi guushi ambaqaadki noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina tagay ma og tahay askariyo asaaskii nabadiyo abaabulihi guushi ambaqaadki noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina tagay ma og tahay askariyo adduunyada dhammaanteed udubkoodii baato adduunyada dhammaanteed udubkoodii baato haddaan armi jirin odayada gaboobiyo ubadkiyo haweenkiyo oryuguma seexdeen adduunyada dhammaanteed udubkoodii baato adduunyada dhammaanteed udubkoodii baato
من الشيطان الرجيم ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون صدق الله العظيم.
The 47th anniversary ceremony of our country's accession to national independence was also celebrated last Thursday in Beledweyne, Sector Hiran in Somalia. The ceremony was presided over by the Commandant of the Sector 4, Colonel Saeed Waberi Harur, accompanied by the Commander of the Battalion Hill 11, Lieutenant Colonel Muhammad Hassan Abdullah, who reviewed the Djibouti and friendly troops present at the ceremony.
mada ugu biyo calankiyo arladu kiyirkanaye
arlagu gam'aanahay tiir la iirkadaanahay adiga haadantaanahay ololyo dabbaanahay onkodiyo colbaanahay adilaga baqaanahay seef laba aflaanahay geesi aaminaanahay kaanahay
The review of the troop was followed by the traditional march past that was followed by the laying of symbolic wreath of the monument to our fallen soldiers, a sad moment of remembrance where invocations and prayers were recited in memory of our valiant warriors. Shifting gears towards the international scene now, in Iran, the reformist Masoud won the first round of the presidential election with 42.5% of the vote, followed by the conservative Saeed Jalili with 38.6%. Both candidates are now preparing for a second round of voting scheduled for July 5th, as neither managed to secure an absolute majority of votes. Of the 14 presidential elections held in the country, only one has so far been decided in the second round. In 2005, what's more, with a turnout of around 40%, as yet unconfirmed by the authorities, this would be the lowest ever recorded since the formation of the Islamic Republic back in 1979. Well, by this, our blood viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and please make sure to tune in later for more. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Thank you.